So, without a doubt, Hamlet, he might have got a little bit freaky throughout that story. You know, seeing the ghosts, tweak out a little bit, wanted to kill his mom, I think. That's a metaphor for Hamlet shaped. It's goodness. Yeah. So, the primary factor for
Is that how wrestling?
Yeah.
Bro, that's after he submitted like a competition like thing. And
Yeah.
then he was exhausted.
Anyways, yes, the biggest catalyst of Hamlet starting to lose it probably was stress from his dad dying, his mom, and then getting with his stupid uncle, Claudius, and Claudius also kind of being like a bastard. Did I say that? Bastards too. Anyways, same as like everyone else, right? Stress, the main catalyst of mental issues. Most of the time, at least, you can be born with them. Hamlet, who knows? He sees ghosts. He might have been born with like mania or something.
I'm trying to be brief, but there's
So, similarly to how anybody else would react to situations like these, Hamlet starts, having large periods of grief, mood swings, trying to cope, but he's just like weird because of the stress, obviously, not because he's weird normally, even though he is. Anyways, he decides not to be or not to be, a bit like suicidal ideation, like when yeah, it's like when Andrew Shaw starts getting like a B in a class. What's the point of all this? Anyways, lie. Up to you, mate. Anyways, yeah. And this position, him trying to pretend to be tweaking. We don't know if he actually is. It's like Muhammad. Anyways, here's some pictures of Hamlet as he different ways in which you can process grief. Letting it go, right? Cutting things out of your life. Sitting back, not reacting. I don't even know what he's doing.
I don't know, but it's
Oh! So, yes, one of the things Hamlet experiences, paranoia. Paranoia that stupid Claudius is gonna knock him out or something. His mom is out to get him, stuff like that. Like when you don't get the tip instantly, so you put the AC on full blast because your stupid little person that you're delivering to is just not funding your ventures. What's wrong with that person? That's my face when I'm doing an Uber delivery. I don't have a job, by the way. Now, any of you NBA fans out there know that this obviously happened, and it was real, obviously. This is how Harden actually plays. If you've ever seen him play, this season at least. Yes, Hamlet does start to see delusions. Or are they real? Is it actually a ghost? Who knows? We'll get to that later. The loss of joy. Hamlet's very mad now. Oh, my point again. Yeah, anyway. Similarly to how anybody else would in the modern era, the Hamlet was depicted, before he was not a happy guy, but he wasn't like insanely depressed, like 5.6 million fish would be. A happy guy, but he wasn't like insanely depressed, like 5.6 million fish would be. Not what that image was. Now he's sad. Okay. Alright, yeah. So the main disconnect I think between Shakespeare's and us. Yeah, it's LeBron and his rabbi. Where did you know LeBron was Jewish? I didn't. I just found that.
Shout out!
Swat up. Yeah, swat up. Anyways, yeah, the main disconnect between them and now probably was the idea of madness. was popular in England because of course it was English people. Madness could be anything, you know? It could be, the fool down at the butcher shop has given me 3 pork legs instead of 2. It's obviously a sign that he's corrupted by the devil, and he is a disgusting man, because we need to burn him at the stake. Or, the nun down at the church has told me, yes, it is my fault that my 3 children died of dysentery because I left them outside of the bed. I think she's corrupted by Satan. Yes. Jade Emperor, come down from the mountain. Please save us. Anyways, yeah, madness, it's like a blanket term for pretty much anything that people don't like. So madness, as Shakespeare described it, could have been referring to anything. So you can't really be sure whether Hamlet had something or whether he was possessed by the devil. Something.
His brother.
Now.
Next.
Wow.
So, Hamlet lies a lot. He lies to Ophelia a lot. That's why she fell into, her depression and her sadness and all stuff. Hamlet would book a therapist in the modern day and then lie to them, saying to the therapist. I have no doubts about that. And but you can't tell if the Hamlet actually felt what he did, even though he was saying the whole time, "Oh, I'm just pretending to be mad." So it's also one of the reasons you can't really diagnose Hamlet with anything specific or be sure of it 100%. You know. Source? Yeah. So the clinical diagnosis for Hamlet, according to pretty much everything I read, was Hamlet has acute psychosis. Assuming that the ghost is a hallucination and isn't just real, because we don't know if Shakespeare actually just believed in ghosts, it was meant for the ghost to be just a supernatural force. Ophelia, after encountering what she did, likely has PTSD. But PTSD and shell shock weren't really recognized until like a lot later than Shakespeare, in the 1900s, mostly from soldiers come home and stuff. So her hysteria was kind of just described as madness, so it wasn't really very big cause for concern. Claudius, though, I don't know. You might just think he's mean. Shakespeare might have thought that too, because sociopathy wasn't actually that widely thought about. It was kind of just because the morals were different in the 1600s. So if the guy killed your parents and then killed you, he might not be a sociopath. He might just be mean and be he has goals beyond your understanding. So I would call Claudius a sociopath. Shakespeare might not. Who knows?